Hey, what's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee. And I'm here for another review. Today I'm going to review Saturday's AEW Dynamite special time. I think it came on after the NBA or something like that. Um, this was a decent show. A lot of tag team heavy as AEW normally is. And we proved that by the first match Private Party versus FTR. Tully Blanchard was by their side, as in the side of FTR. They were saying that FTR explained that the reason why Tully's out there and why they did what they did to Ricky Morton is because of what Ricky Morton did. He sucker punched Tully for no reason, so they attacked him. So, so this was a good match. This was a good match. FTR is really good, and Private Party, they're showing off their skills of what they can do. They really grown as a tag team since they've been in AEW. They did a lot of work on Dax's shoulder, a lot until the difference maker was Quinn was going to go, like, I think he was doing like a suicide dive or a Tope Ito or something like that, and Tully Blanchard pulls Dax out the way, and Quinn he crashes and burns, and that's when they start working over him, get big moves on him, tag team expertise wrestling at its finest. I come back from commercial, and Mark Quinn is tagged in Isaiah Cassidy. Isaiah does, he does his offense for a little bit. He hits a nice, like, stun gun, like springboard stun gun stunner on Cash Wheeler on the outside, which was cool. Got a nice move on Dax for a two. Towards the end of the match, though, um, I think Isaiah Cassidy gets knocked out, um, and Mark Quinn comes back in. He does hit a nice springboard, like cross dive body on Dax when he tried to roll up Cassidy, and that was for two as well. But he gets hit with the Midnight Express for the three. FTR is victorious. After that match, we have another tag-ish match. It's an eight-man tag match. It's Jurassic Express and Nightmare Collective versus Lucha Bros, and Butcher and the Blade. Right from the jump, the heels they get the jump on the baby faces. They clean house. They hits all types of kicks, the Cerro Miedos, and all that good stuff. They work QT and Goldust over a lot during during the whole half of the match. Up to that point, like before commercial break, they didn't even get any offense in. After commercial break, Luchasaurus gets tagged in. He starts hitting some moves, some question mark kicks. Big him and the Butcher, they hit each other, they lay each other out and stuff like that. Good stuff. End of the match though, Pentagon Jr. was getting ready to hit the package power driver on Jungle Boy, Cero Miedo. Um, some reason the Blade was going on top rope, and he was like, "Bring him over here! I got him! Bring him over here!" And Pentagon pushes Jungle Boy away. He like tags him in, but like pushes, so I guess it counted as a tag. And Blade and Pentagon Jr. where they were like yelling at each other. Blade pushes Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. pushes him back really hard for Jungle Boy to get the roll up for the 1-2-3. Babyfaces win. Blade is mad. Butcher, Blade, and Pentagon and Ray Phoenix, they start arguing over with each other while Nightmare and Jurassic Express in the background celebrating and stuff. That was kind of hilarious. They're arguing, and then Eddie Kingston comes out. He's like, "Hey, whoa, whoa! This is not what we're supposed to do." He's like, "We're like indie wrestler. We're like indie's finest. We're supposed to be together." He said, "Butcher is one of the biggest, strongest men out there." He said, Pentagon Jr., Cero Miedo, one of the most feared luchadors in the entire world. He said him and Blade has traveled all over the world. He said he respect them. He said this is what this you're supposed to be acting like. This is how we grew up. This is how we, you're supposed to be acting like a big man. And he said that to Butcher. He's like, supposed to be like a big man, acting like a little child. And he said Ray Phoenix, he said, hey, yo, I love you to death like a brother. It's like you're one of the best luchadors in the world. It's like we're some of the best people. We gotta stick together. We gotta be cohesive unit. Told him to bring it in. They hug. This match I'm gonna give like a B. I'm gonna give it a B. It was a good match, but the thing that I don't like these type of tag matches because they just they barely they can in a certain amount of time they can't really do. They try to get a lot of stuff in, and it gets convoluted. Like Jungle Boy was barely in there. Like he was like toward the end of the match, he was just in the end of the match, got beat up a little and got picked up a roll up pin. He didn't really get to show off like a lot what he can do. So, but the match was, I mean, it was still a good match. So, and then that ending with Eddie Kingston, he's so great. I can't wait to see what they do with that. After that, they do a package with John Moxley and MJF. Moxley was talking about MJF. He was saying how good that he knows that MJF is, but it seems like he's hiding behind something. He says that MJF. He said he believes one day MJF would lose his virginity. He said he would get out of his mom's basement, and he believes that one day that he will be AEW World Champion. He said that he hopes that like in the next 25 years, MJF can lead AEW to bigger and better heights because he said that John Moxley said him himself he can't do it. He said like the way his body is messed up, he said he probably can't even do it like within like the next 12 months. He said he hopes guys like him succeed because he believes that he is the future. He said come September 12th, I think that's where All Out is. He said it won't be that day. He's going to torture him and uh, humiliate him, stuff like that. MJF, he's doing a press conference, I think, with like an attorney. Warlow's there. That one lady in the back who's normally there, she's just smiling the whole time. She's just like, and I'm like, what is she smile? She just stood there smiling the whole time. And MJF cuts promos, pretty much talking about that move, the paradigm shift is a dangerous move. He was saying that he wants to have be married to have kids. He was talking about his kids, but like, hey dad, can you play catch with me or something like that? He's like, no, I can't because this is what John Moxley did to me, and he gets all emotional and stuff. And then the attorney takes over. He was saying, I knew he couldn't finish it. That's why I'm here to take over. He pretty much was telling Mox that, hey, that move is dangerous. So we sent out a petition to ban the move, the paradigm shift, because it's dangerous and it could kill people. And he said, "What do you know? Like 5 million. It got 5 million signatures, which is hilarious." Um, he said he told him to sign it. It's like if you as good as you say you are, you don't need the move anyway. So he told him to sign it. If not, he's going to sue him for everything he's worth and the championship and stuff like that. And MJF is like, sign it, sign it, sign it. So I'm going to give the whole thing a minus between the both of them. John Moxley, amazing at promos. MJF is ace at it, and it's going to be a good match at All Out. I'm pretty sure that he's going to sign it. So that's going to be that. Um, Next up, we have I want to say uh, the Elite versus Dark Orders 4, 5, and 6. I think it was. I think Alex Reynolds, and two other people. I really don't remember. I'm really bad at that. I'm sorry. Um, the Elite get a lot of early offense in. Um, they dominate pretty much like the first beginning of the match, and then towards the end of the match, during the middle of the match, one of the Dark Order members distracts the ref and that's where they take out Kenny Omega with like a chair. They start throwing chairs at him, hitting him with chairs, double teaming him with chairs and stuff like that, and they work him over a little bit. They come back to commercial, and the Jacksons are in the ring now. They're in control, but they work over them. There's some good back and forth. There's a lot of good back and forth action. Uh, um, Matt Jackson does. They do a spot where the Jacksons were about to do an indie taker on one of the creepers, and one of the other Dark Order members caught Nick while he was going to do it, and the other one reversed it and they hit like stereo tombstones, while Reynolds, I believe Reynolds was the one who hit like a springboard flip for it too. There was a nice move where uh, Kenny Omega was doing Snapdragon suplex. They did like this German suplex into like a Superman, like the Superman cover pin, jackknife Superman cover pin. That was all good stuff. End of the match though, Nick Jackson he does like his like jumping springboard, hopping to one thing, flip into two of the members of Dark Order. Goes back in the ring. They do a assisted indie taker. Kenny rolls him up, picks him up, twists him, one wing angles for the 1, 2, 3. The Elite win. And after the match, Kenny Omega grabs a chair, and he's about to like power bomb him through like the endings of the chair. Matt Jackson was already about to leave. Nick Jackson pulled the chair, and then Kenny Omega was pushing him out the way. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He just went to go get the chair back. Started to do it again. Um, they were just trying to talk sense to him. Kenny was like, "They did the chair thing with me. They hit me with the chair." So Kenny Omega's being more aggressive, and we love all those. I'm gonna give this match a B plus. It was a really good match, but again, the Elite was gonna win. There was no way on earth Dark Order was gonna they were gonna win. I didn't believe it, and they didn't win. Still, that's been the theme of these matches. They're good matches, but the outcome is pretty obvious of who's going to win. Except for the second match, the like those between those two, that like, it could have gone either way because they really like the Lucha Brothers. They're really good, but they really haven't done anything. Uh, Next after that, they have Orange Cassidy comes out. Tony Schiavone's going to try to interview. He's talking about this one being the biggest one of his career. And he asked him, I guess, what's next or something like that. Chris Jericho comes out, and instead of bashing Orange Cassidy, he was saying that um, he he uh, he congratulates Orange Cassidy, and he was just saying that, hey, you proved the naysayers wrong. He said, I've only been beaten 3 times since like last year. One was against John Moxley. Uh, the other one was a tag match, and then the third one was with by you, a guy who puts his hands in his pocket. He said he respects him. He says that he just put himself from regular guy to main event status, and he says, "I want to salute a toast to you." Um, but before I do that, back where I come from, um, we do this thing where you see Orange Cassidy, you now have one win over Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho has now one win over Orange Cassidy, and now we have to do this thing called a rubber match. Um, so he said that he doesn't want it to be any other regular match. He said we did that twice already and we did it great. He said now we want to do a different match. And he said, being the genius Chris Jericho that I am the one who invented making climbing a briefcase for a ladder, which he's alluding to the Money in Bank briefcase, which he did invent. He said, I have another creation, another brainchild of Chris Jericho, and I want you to to indulge me in this type of match. And he said it's called uh uh I forget the name of the move. I'm gonna look it up real quick because I did forget the name of the move, but he um he throws to the video package of the move. He throws to the video package of the kind of move it is, and pretty much the match is um it's like you throw a Mabosa. It was a Mabosa Mayhem match. I think that's what it's called. And I didn't. I tried to look it up, but I couldn't think of. I think that's what it was. A Mabosa Mayhem match. And pretty much what it is, it's you either win by pinfall submission, or dunking your opponent into the gallons of Mabosa, which is orange juice mixed with a little bit of the bubbly. So so that's the way you can win. They threw it into a video package, and Orange Cassidy accepts. Chris Jericho says he's like, I'm glad you accepted. It's going to be one for the history books. He said, now I would like to give you a toast, but I also want to give you a toast with my inner circle brethren. So everybody from the inner circle come out. We go to the ramp. He's like, hey, we just want to do a toast. So here's to the match. They drink it, and then he was like, "Get them, boys!" And then they attack them. Um, Judas Effect. Chris Jericho hits on Orange Cassidy, um, and yeah, that was that. The match. I give the segment. It was just a segment. I give it a B. It's a good segment. I'll give it a B plus. It was a good segment. The match is going to be at All Out, and it's going to be magnifique. Another segment. FTR is with. Um, Tully Blanchard. They're being interviewed. They're saying that next week on Thursday, not Wednesday, on Thursday, they're doing a special gauntlet match, and pretty much which is one of the smart things about AEW and the tag team division. The gauntlet match isn't just random people; it's your top five tag teams, and it's a little bit of advantage because normally in a gauntlet match, it's random. This it's your number 5 seed and your number 4 seed, which is I think Private Party and the Dark Collective. They face each other, and whoever wins that is going to face against the number 3 seed, which is the Young Bucks. One of that faces the number 2 seed, which is the Best Friends, and whoever wins between that will face against FTR, who's the number 1 seed, and whoever wins that faces Kenny Omega and Hangman Page for the AEW World Championships at All Out. So they a little bit touched on what they did and what Tully Blanchard means to them. He's saying that he's like their manager type now. He was like what he said last week is right. He was like if we want to be the best, like right now we're not champions, but if we want to be the champions, we have to get one of the best. And Tully's the best. And Tully was saying, "Hey, you're almost there." He's like, you want to be the someone who's one of the best, but after you be one of the best, you got. I'm here to bring them over that hump to be the best, to take them to the top. And he was pretty much saying, spitting the facts. So it's like, hey, uh, you're gonna let all the other teams wear themselves out, and then there you're gonna be white on rice on them, and you're gonna go on, and you're gonna win the titles. Hangman Page comes out. He goes, "Hey, buddy, hey, what's going on? What was that bull crap you pulled last week?" And FTR was like, "Whoa, you're looking a little empty." He's like, "Yeah, I am a little empty." He drinks the beer, and then they pop open the beer for him, hands on the beer. Pretty much was just telling him, "Hey, what we did last week, that was just because he disrespected Tully. He slapped him. We invited him over, and he just disrespects him for no reason." He said, and then yeah, we faked the injury, but that was only because of the years of the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. They've been talking trash to us for years and years, and we were just here to see if we can trust them and if we could trust you. When I faked my injury, I went to the back. Only two people had my back, and that was the two people that stand right here right now. So we respect you. They said we respect you. Um, you've been. He was like, we're gonna have this gauntlet match. It was like you guys already beat most of the tag teams. You beat the Young Bucks, and when you beat them, pretty much you got out the shadows. You was coming into your own. But what if you face them again? You face them again and they win, and they beat you for the tag team titles. All that is going to go down the drain. All that hard work, you're going to go back to their shadows and stuff like that. So it's like we're going to win, and we're going to go face you guys, and it's going to be the best tag team. Be the best man win. Respect you, all that good stuff. So they cheers. Hangman calms down. He says okay. He drinks with them, and at the end, Tully Blanchard goes, "Fear the revolt." I was like, "Oh, nice." I don't know if he was allowed to say that though, but he did. After that, Darby Allin has a match with Bob Holland. I think his name was. I think it was Bob Holland. Um, this was pretty much a squash match. Bob Holland got a lot of strength, a lot of strength stuff in, but Darby Allin takes over, coffin drop 1, 2, 3. He wins. Taz is on commentary. He's been on commentary the whole time. He was just pretty much like, "Hey, yeah, Darby Allin, good moves. We like what you did, but I would like to introduce you to Brian Cage, the FTW World Champion. Uh, uh, Ricky Starks, but now I'm gonna introduce you to like the newest member of Taz's team. I think he called it Taz's team or something like that. He said Darby Allin meet Darby, and then like Darby's music hits, and it's Ricky Starks dressed as Darby Allin, and he cuts a promo. He was like, he's talking like Darby. Was like, yeah, I know. I know it feels to be dark, and being all sad and mopey and liking turtles. Hilarious. I like turtles thing. Darby out. Okay, anyways. So it's funny. So he just kind of cut promo on him, and Brian Cage comes out. He attacks Darby from behind. They uh they beat him up. Starks hits him with the skateboard. He's yelling at him. Is like, we're not done. We're not done over. He's like, look at me. You might be as good as you are, but I'm on the next level. We're on the next level. We're the best. Trashes him. All that other stuff. So the whole thing, I'm gonna give a B minus. The match was a squash, but Rick Starks go so good. I like that. I like the matchup is gonna be Darby Allin's going. Rick Starks gonna be good, and I feel like that FTW World Championship is gonna be on the line. I feel like Darby Allin's gonna take that. That's just my guess, but I feel like that's gonna be the thing. Next, I think they have Britt Baker is doing an interview with Rebels. They're back there, and they're trying to talk about Big Swole or whatever, and then they hear this noise. They're like, "What is that noise?" They look over, and Penelope Ford and boyfriend are like in the background, like kissing each other, and they're like, "Ugh," and she was doing this dentist thing, talking about how cavities are high risk of some big word I don't know, and she was saying to them, it was like, "Hey, since I am a dentist, I can help you out. I could give you like a 1 year free subscription of helping your dental out, and Rebel will do like a year free supply of like free makeup. Do your makeup for like a free year." She's like, "All you have to do is join me in this match against Big Swole. It's gonna be a handicap match. It'll be me and you versus her." And she said yes because she likes the makeup idea. And the boyfriend, whose name I don't remember. I'm so sorry. I don't really watch AEW like that. I watch it a little bit. Rick Sabian. Chris Sabian? No. Sabian? I'll remember it eventually. But yeah, that was just a little segment. Then they had the tag team finals. It was Evilise and Diamante versus Nightmare Sisters. Coming in, Nightmare Sisters 6-0, facing against the team, and Pretty solid tag match. You can tell that Brandy really has improved from what she was doing in TNA and Ring of Honor. She's improved greatly. She's around a lot of great wrestlers, so I would hope that she would improve greatly. Uh, Nightmare Sisters was a little heely heel in this match. I don't know if that's how they were like during the whole tournament because it was on like dark or something like that, and I don't know if anybody watched it. But yeah, they played the heels. They had QT in the back distracting Evilise and Diamante, working them over. Um, Brandy hit a couple good moves, man. She was hitting some nice looking spears. Um, Towards the end of the match, though, um, QT Marshall got a little overzealous. He goes in the ring. He gets knocked over, and then Brandy he throws Brandy into QT Marshall, and then they do like this double team move on Alley. Does a nice kick into like a slam for the three, and Nightmare Sisters have been pinned, and Evilise and Diamante win the tag team tournament thing, which is good, which is good for them. I don't know if this means that they're gonna have like a tag team division question mark. If they do, they have. I mean, they pulled out a lot of tag teams, so they could, if they wanted to. I figured that this would be probably the route that they probably would go, um, especially since they also did a segment with Thunder Rosa, who is the NWA World Champion. She's gonna fight Sheeta at All Out, which is gonna be a good match. So Rosa Thunder could be Rosa dos belts, dos straps, dos calamantes. So that could be a thing. So I don't know if they would do a thing where they bring her in and she holds both titles and maybe she defends the AEW Women's Championship around the world, or different promotions because I think NWA is actually coming back. I don't know if they're going to do that, or if they're going to have a specific group for like the actual women's division and then have a separate tag division to see how that works out. But I'm pretty excited. But it's kind of weird how they have all those people in the tag team, like in the tag team division. All those women can be fined for um, Sheeta for her women's champion, but they got somebody else coming in. But I think it's going to be a good match. They do like bring in like other people from other promotions for their All Out. I think that's their biggest pay per view. So they do like bringing those people in for that match. So it's going to be a good match. I kind of think that Thunder Rosa might low key win and hold both belts. That might be a thing. We'll see what happens. B minus for that match. Uh, Main event: Brodie Lee versus Cody, TNT Championship. Woo! So this is what happened. Cody got a little offensive, got a little flurry. Brodie Lee pushes him off, kicks him in the face, throws him out the ring, kicks him through the barricade, chops him, throws him in, hits a big boot um, for two, picks him up, power bombs him twice, discus clothesline, 1, 2, 3. Brodie Lee wins, new TNT champion. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's the match. That's it. Brodie Lee champ. Nothing else. Tony Schiavone comes in, brutally cuts a promo. He was saying people like you, like corporate people like you, the people who never believed in us, you guys were the ones who laughed at Dark Order from the beginning. Now here I am, champion. Look at your boy. Um, it was like now this championship means that we are in control. They get a stretcher on Cody. The Dark Order, like they're trying to help out. Arn Anderson's trying to bring Cody out to the ring with him. Dark Order surround Arn Anderson. They attack my boy Arn. Arn gets a couple of licks in, but ultimately they hold him. The old Arn, kick him, punch him. He's down for the count, and like literally my mind is like, where is Dark Collective and the Elite? Dark Collective gets beat up in the back. He's throwing. They got beat up. Brodie Lee pushes Cody, who at first did the thumbs up, but now it's thumbs down. He pushes him, takes him out. Brandy Rose comes out, and she covers over Cody. Like, stop it, leave him alone, leave him alone. And Brodie, he just smiles. He's like, okay. He grabs his girl, gets her, tells her to get her. She puts Brandy in the chokehold, chokes her out. Dark Order stands tall. TNT champion Brodie Lee spanks Cody in like 5 minutes. Oh man, that was great. I'm giving that an A. That was amazing. I figured that he was gonna win because like he already went against John Moxley in his first bout, lost. Him and Cole Cabana had went for the tag team titles. They lost. He lost there. He lost there. I was like, there's no way that they're losing again. They can't lose again. There's no way. And they didn't. They won. He won. So that's good. Dark Order celebrates, and that ends AEW. So all in all, I'm gonna give AEW a B plus. It was good. It was good. Like the thing with AEW was like they're always gonna put on great good shows. They're always gonna. Oh, there was also one more thing. I'm so sorry I forgot about this part. Matt Hardy attacks Sammy Guevara. He beats him up. He throws him out the barricade into the table. He slams him with chairs. I forgot about this part because it cut because the way I watched it, it was in two parts and they cut the Darby Allin part after that match. But I ended up seeing like a different section of it, so that's why I know what happened. But when I went to the part two, it went straight to Matt Hardy beating up Sammy Guevara, and I completely forgot about it. But yeah, he was beating him with chairs and threw him over and stuff like that, and he was going crazy. And the refs came out and took him away and stuff like that. And Matt Hardy said, "This isn't over until I injure." So I think he wants to kill Sammy Guevara, which you know. So that doesn't change anything. The match was it was the show was still a B plus. Uh, AEW puts on good matches. Like they had there was no bad match on this show. The only problem with the show was besides the main event, which was crazy, and besides the women's tag match, all the matches like it was obvious who was going to win. There was no indication that nobody else was. You knew FTR was going to win. I figured that Jungle Boy and Nightmare Collective was going to win. I knew that the Elite were going to win. Like, there's no way that they were going to lose. So you have those three matches that were all really good, but the outcome is obvious. Um, but the other couple matches were, wasn't obvious, and they were good. And that shock ending, Brodie Lee just dominated. Great stuff. That's great stuff. I loved it. So I'm gonna give the show a B minus. What did you guys think? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. After this, I'm gonna post this, and then it's gonna be time for SummerSlam. I'm gonna watch SummerSlam, and I'll review that tomorrow. So that's it. It's good stuff. Talk to you guys next time. I'm out.